Hey guys, it's Sayla with Vega, and welcome back to another Vega Monday Playbook. This week, I am going to show you how to create a meeting recap deliverable from a client meeting. And before I take you into the demo, I'll just briefly explain what a meeting recap deliverable is and why it's valuable to clients and to advisors even. But a meeting recap deliverable takes everything discussed during your meeting and turns it into a polished, client-ready document. So it summarizes the conversation, highlights key figures, captures decisions and recommendations, and clearly outlines the next steps for both the advisor and the client. And here, I'll just take you through these few items, why they are valuable. So first, a meeting recap confirms the conversation. And after a meeting, it's easy for people to remember things differently. A meeting recap document shows what was discussed, so both the advisor and the client leave with the same understanding of the conversation. And not only that, but it will clarify your action items and who's responsible for what. So whether it's paperwork to complete, follow-up tasks, or next steps, everyone knows exactly what needs to happen after the meeting. And they also make details easier to remember. So financial conversations often cover a lot of information, and instead of trying to remember everything, clients have a simple document they can refer back to whenever they need it. And not only that, but meeting recaps also create a more professional experience. So sending a polished recap shows organization on your end and attention to detail and thoughtful follow through. And it's just a simple way to reinforce trust and leave a great impression after every meeting. And another benefit is supporting documentation. So meeting recaps create a written record of recommendations, decisions, and next steps. So this can be valuable for record keeping or compliance and reinforcing past conversations in the future. And finally, they make future meetings more efficient. So instead of spending time trying to remember what happened last time, both the advisor and the client can quickly review the recap and pick up right where they left off. So that means more productive conversations and less time retracing old discussions. But now that we've gone over all that, we can go ahead and I'll show you how to create a meeting recap deliverable. So there are a couple different ways that you can go about creating a meeting recap deliverable, but today I specifically want to show you how to create it from a client meeting. And a usual way some people may create a meeting recap deliverable is by just coming here and clicking Create Deliverable, and then you would select your template, and then you would have to manually put in your contacts and households and manually add your additional instructions. Whereas if you create your deliverable from your client meeting, Vega already knows what page you're on and automatically links your contacts and additional instructions. So I'll just close out of this and I'll show you that now. We'll come to our recent meetings and we'll just use this meeting for example. And now Vega will know what page I'm on when I pull up the chat. So let's go ahead. I'll pull up the chat here. We'll click New Chat and see Vega knows the page I'm on and the contacts are linked. So to create my deliverable, I would just come to my Actions button here and click Create Deliverable. And so now we have our templates that we can select. And these are all the templates that Vega has been working on with many more in development. But for now, we'll stick with the meeting recap. And it's already linked my contacts and households, and it's already told my additional instructions to summarize this meeting for me. So I do not have to manually input anything here. And I'm good to just simply generate deliverable. So we'll go ahead and generate deliverable. And now it will load here. And when it's done loading, I'll be back and I'll show you how you can quickly edit it in a couple different ways and how you can send it to your clients. All right, and we know we're loaded. because it says here, deliverable ready, open in full view. So we'll go ahead and click that here. And I'll go ahead and close this so we can see it in a larger view. Now, before I show you how to send this to your client, I'll take you through a couple ways that you can edit it. And the first way you can edit is by modify with chat. So you just click this here. And let's just say in your summary, you wanted to go into more details about future items we need to discuss. And then you'll go ahead and send that to Vega. And Vega will load and put in our summary future items that we need to discuss. And it's updated our meeting summary. And another thing I can show you is how you can edit manually. So to do that, you would just click Edit Block. And let's just say instead of saying this exactly, you would just put yearly. And for the sake of showing you, if you wanted to change the color, you would just click Success here and click Save. And now it shows your success color. And another thing you can edit is any of these badges. So I'll just go ahead and click Edit Block. And let's just say we were going to say decided here. And then you would edit your badge variant color and click Save. And it's adjusted here. And another thing you can check is any of the sources at the top of each section. So here I have a sources badge, and it will show you all the sources that Vega is pulling from for each section. And another thing you can check is your compliance review. So you can see we're at low risk, our content is well structured, but if Vega ever detects a level of risk, such as high risk, medium risk, low risk, it will give you an analysis and recommendation based on that. So we can close out of this. And lastly, I'll show you, you can manage deliverable. So you can change the title, you can change the names it's prepared for or prepared by, and the date it's prepared on. But we look good here, so I'll click Save. And now I'll show you how to send it to your client. You would just come and click Export and click PDF. And then it's going to load here. And because I'm in a Vega firm account, you're seeing Vega's logos, colors, and fonts. But when you're in your firm's account, you will see your firm's colors, logos, and fonts all embedded into this document. And lastly, I'll just show you how you can present. So you just click this right here, and you're good to present your meeting recap deliverable. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's all for this week's Vega Monday Playbook, and I'll talk to you next week.